Hi Taurus, welcome to this reading. I hope you're well. Knight of Swords reversed. Yes, they do have something to say and they're desperate to say it but not saying it yet. Queen of Cups reversed. They could be worried about how you're feeling about them actually. We have the Knight of Wands. This person, just as a side note, they see you as being very tempting, very in control. I don't know if there's a side of you that has quite strong masculine energy or that comes out at times, or you're just very confident, you kind of know what you want, you know your mind, and you let it be known. They find it very attractive. We have Temperance, Sagittarius there. Yeah, okay, so this person today is really thinking about what you're thinking about them. How do you see them? Do you still love them? Do you still care? What's your opinion of them? Ace of Cups, because they know they still have this cup that they're holding for you, that they want to offer to you. I'm interested to know though, why then with this Knight of Swords reversed are they not speaking? So I'll go in a minute and have a look. We have the Eight of Wands. So yeah, some of you could actually be receiving a message from this person and it will look like something over the internet. So a DM, an email, something like that. Okay, let's see. Eight of Cups reversed. Okay, yeah, there's words are good. This whole spread reads like this person at this time is desperate to know, are you still connected to them? Do you still care? What do you still think of them? So for many of you, you won't have spoken to this person for a while. And if you have, I feel that you've not had the opportunity to talk about how you feel or what, you know, what's going on. It might be that you've spoken about work or you've spoken about the weather or whatever, you know. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So they've been devising some kind of master plan to get to know how you feel. Are the feelings still reciprocated? What's on the back? Four of Pentacles. So they feel that you've been very quiet, that you've been unreadable, and you see how this hand is giving this I can't speak, I'm sorry, this robotic hand, this coin. It's almost like they want to give something to you to get a feeler, a sense of where you stand, and that's going to be this message for some of you. So let's see why the Knight of Swords is reversed. Eight of Swords, overthinking, having this momentum and then overthinking and kind of killing the moment, you know, killing that intuitive knowing of I should say something, I should reach out, I should just ask. Okay, see, Page of Cups reversed. So this is what this person has been doing. This is a cycle they've been in of, I want to know, I feel like now's a good time, I'm overthinking it, oh, the moment's gone. Okay, I want to know, overthinking, moment's gone. And I think they get to a point where they're saying, enough of that, I'm just going to reach out. And you see how we've got these 8 wands all fired out at the same time. It's like, right, I'm just going to do it, I'm just going to go for it. I hope one of these wands lands and I hope you respond and I hope I get to find out what I'm wanting to know, which is if you still think of me, if you still care about me. I remember I did a reading I think it was last week, and the title is something about how their thoughts, feelings and intentions are in alignment finally, and I'm seeing it here as well, because my intention, as I said at the start, was to look at thoughts and feelings, messages, action. We're seeing thoughts and feelings and action here, really. I will still look at that separately, but we can see they are aligning in terms of their actions with what they're thinking and feeling and what they're wanting to do. Okay, let's go to this Knight of Wands. I've got to say it, this person finds you incredibly sexually attractive. It's so strong today, it really is. And I'm getting all kinds of messages that I just can't say on YouTube, but like, I don't know if you know or if you have done this with them, or but there's stuff about like role play coming out. Look, I can't go into it, but just use your imagination. But they are really attracted to you, and there is something here where it's almost like there's something that comes from you where you seem to be in charge, or that's what they like, or that's what they want. And I don't mean just like in the bedroom, but you give off this energy in life of I'm in charge. Even if you're the most introverted person, there's something about your confidence. Your center of gravity is very strong. You know who you are, and it's making them imagine all kinds of things and want all kinds of things. So you look at this Nine of Wands. This is not a regular depiction, in my opinion, of the Nine of Wands. This guy doesn't look exhausted. He's just got one wand. It's lit. You know, we've got the flame at the top of it, and he's, you know, looking, he's spying. This person is, yeah, they're very, very, I don't know what they're imagining, but very attracted, very keen, very much on fire for you at this time. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Nine of Cups reversed. So this is somebody who on the surface does a really good job of keeping it together, seeming very calm, very poised, but they've got this fire raging within. So let's say you do see this person out and about. Let's say you study something with them, or you work with them, or you see them in their work setting. They might seem like this King of Swords. You've got no idea the things they are imagining here. And if you don't see them, you don't interact with them in that way, they might just have this persona that's very much, seems very cerebral. You might even sometimes wonder, does this person have any feelings? They seem very distant or cold. They've got lots of feelings, lots of passion here, and lots of very deep emotions and love for you as well, because they're really wanting to know, do you still feel this way? So let's have a look at this plan they've been devising. I think they've been coming up with, it's almost like bait. Not that they're baiting you, but it's like, I want to put something out there, just something little that won't make me too vulnerable. And if you come along and grab it, I get to see what your reaction is and we can take it from there. But they have been overthinking. They've really overthought this. So yeah, Seven of Cups reversed. So in the past, they have let themselves get confused. As I said, they've missed the moment. Five of Swords reversed, Six of Swords, and they're saying, I'm not doing that anymore, I'm not doing that, I'm just moving forward. So this feels like someone who's going for it. This feels like a message coming through after many times of being able to or wanting to and just not sending the message. So let's have a look then at their messages for you at this time. These messages won't stop. I literally cannot say them on YouTube though. It's definitely, I'm just going to say there's something about a power dynamic, and I don't know which position, role this person usually likes to fill, but they definitely are having thoughts of you being in charge. Let's just say that. Okay, I'm healing childhood trauma. Before I feel comfortable starting a relationship with you, I feel could be healthy enough to maintain without getting so easily triggered and taking things out on you. Okay. It's good to see they've realised some triggers or some wounds that they have. I don't trust this connection right now. Maybe it's what my friends have been saying. I'm just feeling skeptical. Am I imagining this? Delusional. Have you cast a spell on me? I hope it's real. See, it's like, am I imagining this is still a reciprocated situation? Am I being delusional? Has it been too long? Especially if they do have people telling them, what are you basing all of this on? You know, you haven't spoken to this person in ages. You've hardly ever spoken to them, or whatever it is, you know. That could be another reason why they felt pushed to take some action and they've ignored it, because their mind, their ego has gotten in the way. It's made them fearful or doubtful. Okay, when it comes to special occasions, I'm like a deer in headlights. I'm afraid to get involved and do something that screws us up or go down a rabbit hole I'm not ready for. I'm sorry, I can't. So this almost feels like if you're already in some kind of a situation with this person, and maybe you even invited them somewhere over the holiday period, but your friends were there, your family were there, or your colleagues were there, and they said no and it was disappointing. You could have read it as, oh, they're not ready for people to know we're together or to take that next step, but they just didn't want to do something stupid or embarrass you or themselves. I feel like you don't know who I really am. I'm catfishing you, but I've fallen in love with you, so I'm to the point I know I need to tell you my true identity, and I'm dreading you won't love me once you know. So this could be, you're talking to someone online and you've not seen them, you've only seen photos, but you've never like live video chatted with them or something. Definitely try to do that and make sure you are talking to the person that they're showing in photos or that they're telling you they are. But in real life, this could be someone who's saying, I've been wearing a mask and I'm worried that when I come forward with this, this communication and we have this interaction, you're going to see who I am. Okay. Just because I love being intimate with you doesn't mean I'm using you or being a player. It's just my most comfortable way of showing you my love for you without words. Especially if you know like if you have been intimate with this person, or you know your connection has involved this kind of a subject, or you know this has come up in some way with this person, if you have that sort of an interaction and then they switch to this King of Swords, you could feel like, oh, you were using me, or that's the only time you want to talk to me. Because I can see how it would, you know, you could read it that way, because it's this very stoic, you know, firm, almost unemotional seeming King of Swords, but then the other side is, I'm so passionate and I have so much desire for you, and like no middle ground. And you might, yeah, well, don't want to repeat myself. I feel unsafe, fragile and vulnerable right now, totally out of my element. Please pray for my protection while I figure out my way through this illusion into my power. Look, and that's under this card of potentially feeling delusional. So this is someone who's really trying to believe in what their intuition is telling them and stand up and push and fight for this. I'm so sorry, I will make this right by you, I love you. Yeah, if they let you down recently or in the past, they do know. Oh look, I'm about to reach out, but I'm so nervous I can hardly stand it. So much to say, explain and apologise for. Just give me a moment to get ready so I don't mess this up. Oh, and look again, another one about being intimate. Or is this? Yeah, another one. If we were intimate and I ran away, please know it wasn't you. It was just super intense and awesome. So I ran feeling undeserving. I'll get my courage back and come back around. There really is something here, and it doesn't just have to be talking about this being intimate in a physical way, but there's something here about this connection and this dynamic that switch things up on this person. There is a way that they are with you, or they want to be with you, that's very unlike how they normally are in connections, in relationships. So, you know, at this time especially, they're really seeing you as being very powerful, very in charge, and that's what they're wanting here in some sort of a way. And maybe this is someone who usually likes to be in control of things. They don't like to submit to other people, or to serve another person, or to put someone else before themselves. But this is actually what they're wanting here, and this could be almost, you know, unnerving them that this is how they're feeling. Okay, let's keep going. What is going on with these cards? Hold on. Let's do it this way. I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. Yeah, I can't overthink and just ignore them anymore. I got spooked. I don't know if I can meet your expectations, which is making me think of that card, you know, I'm worried you won't love me once you know who I really am. I was reminded of your scent recently. Or it could be a smell that makes me think of you, or that they know you like. Even though I don't show it, yeah, that King of Swords, I am sorry for how things went between us. Oh my goodness, okay. I'm really bad at commitment, so maybe they got spooked when things started to seem like they were getting more committed. You've affected my life significantly. It all comes down to timing. I'm reminded of you constantly, and you still hold a piece of my heart. One of these, just one, I think. Okay, so we have, oh, there we are, look, sexual union. Yeah, and I do think this person could be thinking about this in the most literal sense, as well as in other ways as well. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Okay, definitely. So let's have a look and see action. That's okay, finished with that deck anyway. Okay, can you please show us the action that this person is likely to take towards my viewer at this time? Ace of Swords, and look, we've got another spying looking sort of card here. Definitely watching you. A, because they like to watch you, B, because they want to know what you're up to, and C, because it's helping them figure out, they believe it's helping them figure out when to come forward, what sort of a thing to come forward with. Five of Coins reversed, exactly. When's the best time to come forward and end this disconnect, or to reveal something I actually want to say? Page of Wands. And, you know, we've got this sort of, this trumpet looking thing here with this long note attached to it. Wow, this is a message. Some of you are getting a message after a good while of, or a good length of separation here. Page of Swords reversed. What's that? Let me see. Three of Cups. Two of Cups. Two of Cups reversed. There's an acknowledgement that without them saying something or taking some action, nothing here is going to change. So they don't really feel that you're going to do anything at this time. We have the Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Cups, and we have the Ten of Swords. My goodness, the Hermit, yeah, Virgo. Some of them are not going to send the message. For some of you, you will get the message. For others of you, they get so close and then pull back, and it's so depressing for everyone. Ten of Swords is pain and disappointment. They're hurting themselves, and then the Hermit, they go back into Hermit mode. And how will you know which group you're in? I think if you get the message, it will be very soon, within a few days, that sort of thing, or a week. It's not good. I don't think we're looking at longer than that. So action here is very divided, 50-50. Some of you, yeah, they're going for it. They're feeling joyful. The fact that they've done it, it probably went better than expected, or will go better than expected. And then we get, you know, we've got this Page of Wands, Ten of Cups. Yes, everyone's happy. And then the other group I'm seeing here, your people are going to get so close and ultimately not do it. And then instead of the Ten of Cups, they will feel the Ten of Swords. So that's a real shame. What happens though is they go back into Hermit mode, and they still just feel they are drawn towards you. They keep thinking of you, seeing signs of you. They want to talk to you. So it's almost inevitable that they will say something, but still pulling back, still overthinking. Anything else, please? Ace of Coins, the Empress, Taurus, Libra, and the Lovers. We've got Gemini there, but look at this. Ace of Coins, the Empress, and the Lovers. If they do not reach out to you this time round, they will, because you cannot ignore this energy. Sorry, that's not even the Empress, that's the Emperor, Aries energy there. You see, there's something about you being in this masculine energy, or them wanting to see, or seeing more of that from you in, like, at this time maybe, or I don't know. It's like they've got some sort of a glimpse of something here, or they've always seen this in you, but they're really focused on it right now. Something about being in charge. You know, maybe you're normally the Empress and they're thinking of you in this Emperor position, and instead of that making them uncomfortable, and instead of that creating like a clash here, they want this. They want you to lead. They want to submit and follow. The Lovers with the Emperor, and I did think it was the Empress. We could have twin flames here as well. Okay, well, if that's how they're feeling, no wonder it's causing so much pain for them if they don't reach out this time round. I really think it's just fear, you know, it's like, oh gosh, if I reach out and I find out you don't feel the same, and I'm looking at you as my Emperor or my Empress, and I feel like we're these two in the Lovers card, that will be devastating. But they're not going to know unless they do it, you know, they'll keep wondering. Okay, let's get some guidance and advice. Inspiration and courage. I'm wondering if that's advice for you or for them. Okay, what else? You could, you know, if you feel inclined, you could sort of think of them, try and send energy. She's got her eyes closed, her hands over her heart space. Try and sort of send them that inspiration and courage. And we have healing waters. Okay, so literally being in water, taking a bath, that could be healing, but I'm looking at how we've got all of this water, all this greenery, and in the background we've got a desert. So I don't know, changing something up, moving from a situation that feels empty or like a barren landscape into something that's nourishing. So this could be, you know, being around nurturing situations or people, or doing things that are cleansing, healing for you, especially if you feel like you've been in this desert just waiting for this person. In the meantime, go to places, do the things that make you feel I'm hearing words like full and hydrated. Because if you think, when we're dehydrated, we just feel rubbish. When we are properly hydrated, everything's sort of like oiled up, moving properly, we don't get headaches. I don't know, something's lacking here. Healing, water is emotion. Yeah, just do things that fill you up, that make you feel seen, valued, make you feel like there is potential, like things are moving. Even if this situation with your person is not moving right now, I don't think it needs your direct attention, because your person's feeling like they need to take the move or make the first move at this time. And I do think that's probably true in this situation. So you can either sit in the desert and dry out, you know, and feel like a prune and wait for them, or be in this lovely water over here, you know, quenching your thirst and bathing yourself. Honestly, this is like, when I said quenching your thirst, this reading, very fiery, very passionate. So yeah, I don't know. Just do the things that make you feel good at this time. Okay, I've got one more message of guidance and advice. Okay, let's see. Quick, we have Home in the Sky. I remember this came out recently in a picker deck that I did. It's the number 41, so 41, 41, the number 5 could be important. Here is the image, but let me get the book to read from and see what it says. Okay, Home in the Sky, wanderlust, adventure, safe haven. And that's exactly it. This Healing Waters feels like a safe haven here, but you're going to have to change something to get there. So I don't feel that this is like your current environment or routine. It might be that you have to go and visit someone different, or do something different, change up a routine, make an effort to go somewhere, you know, that sort of thing. Up in the sky, we see a floating neighbourhood of houses carried by balloons. Birds peek out through the windows. In this card, there are elements of a journey, symbolised by the sky, birds and balloons, but there are also houses which suggest home, security and stability. These birds have the best of both worlds. They can travel a big distance without losing their home. They are free to seek new experiences without worry. Home truly is where your heart is. Yeah, do what fills your heart up at this time. And don't worry that if you focus on something else that this connection will go away, because it won't. For some of you, as I said, this message will come in very soon. And if it doesn't, well, I still feel like it's kind of your person is the one needing here to step up and reach out. And you know, in the meantime, you can think of them, you can send them encouragement. Definitely don't exhaust yourself, drain yourself or stress yourself out doing it, but you can do. The other thing I would like to say, and it's kind of almost a shame to end on this note, but it is here and I do want to point it out. I'm seeing this shadow behind this woman, and sometimes this feels positive to me, like it's a guide or something. Today, it just kind of feels a bit sinister and imposing. So there could be someone around this connection who is maybe interfering or not wishing this connection well, or you or your person well. So it could be that both of you are needing courage at this time, but you know, do a cleansing, set your intentions. If you feel this is someone specifically around your person, you know, you can also ask for them to be protected from this. Oh, we have another card here. Okay, let me read from the book. What's this? Flower Spirit, the number 10. Didn't even see this. That's crazy. Oh, good. Well, I guess we're not ending on that message, so that's a good thing. Let's end on this Flower Spirit. Okay. Friendship, soul, tenderness and joy. This card shows the tender and sensitive flower fairy, the soul of each plant. She listens with all her heart to her friends and provides a soothing caress when their edges get prickly. By enjoying life and keeping the playfulness in her heart, she's a source of inspiration and joy. Are you kidding me? That's given me goosebumps. This is a whole different deck. and we're being taken back to this message of inspiration after I was saying that there could be someone around and sending this protection. Hold on, okay. Right, by enjoying life and keeping the playfulness in her heart, she is a source of inspiration and joy. Her childlike vision helps her see the good in all things, especially herself. Yeah, for some of you this is true. There is someone around running interference. The fact that they're in the shadows makes me wonder if they too are spiritual and doing some sort of spiritual stuff here, that's kind of low vibrational. So I think actually you can be this source of inspiration, strength and courage. You are well protected and you can help to protect your person if you want to send that intention. I don't know if this person has been trying to mess with you energetically, but more for them because you're aware, you know, you're not oblivious to this, you're not susceptible to this. But just to say, if you've been feeling something's up, yeah, you might be right there. You might want to sort of investigate that further. But you cannot be corrupted. You know, you've got this sort of childlike purity, not to say immaturity, but this belief, this faith, this conviction. So they're not actually going to have whatever effect this person is trying to have. I just don't see it working, but just be aware. And if you were aware, take that as confirmation. Okay, so I feel like this reading has really been all over the place today. So much has come through, but I hope there have been some messages here for you. I hope it's helped. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.